A very good morning from Alton Towers Resort. It's the 19th of May 25 and we're here ready for a good day on what looks to be a very quiet day on resort. The gates have opened. I'm walking down to Hex sector for a ride on the Smiler this morning. Hopefully getting on those first couple of trains of the day. It's about 9:30 in the morning. Rides open at 10 till 4 o'clock this afternoon. So yeah, hopefully we'll get plenty of rides in. Get on Nemesis Reborn, back on Hex as well, and lots of things like that. Checking out all the park as well, and obviously looking at the new, the 2025 TOXICATOR as well. So I'll see you in Hex sector. Here we go, then 9:52, 8 minutes before ride close. We're in the queue for the Smiler. It's nice and loud here in the queue line. So you belong to the Smiler. Let's get corrected. Here we go. A fabulous ride there on the Smiler. A very good start to the morning. A bit of Gerstlauer goodness, you can't beat it. It's a little bit rough in places now. It's showing its age, I think, but still, it's an absolute shocker, that's for sure. The world's first 14-looper roller coaster just there. And now I'm going to head to Oblivion because it's a 5-minute wait. Here we go. It's a good start to the day. I do recommend, if you ever come on a busier day, then do go to Hex sector or Forbidden Valley to do Nemesis and Galactica before, obviously, because that's like towards the back of the park, and then work your way forwards. Beat the crowds. But today, I think we're going to be all right all day, which I'm rather excited. So don't look down. It's time for Oblivion, the world's first vertical drop coaster. Still one of the catchiest theme tunes here at Alton Towers. It's time for a rave. Here we go, Oblivion, the rave. Oh yeah, you know it. There's a brake run just there. Lovely, the Smiler just towards there. I'm going to head round into the station now. Let's get on our little capsule. Just there, look. And head on down the drop. It's perfectly safe, of course. Perfectly. Oblivion. Look down, yeah? Yeah, lovely ride there on Oblivion. Obviously, just that quick shot from the drop just there, the vertical drop, which isn't vertical. So obviously that's 90 degrees, it's actually 89 degrees. So they've been lying all this time. However, this is the fastest ride on park. You'd think it'd be Rita with that launch, but it's actually this one, the speed you get from this. It's just absolutely crazy. There's that big drop. Gives you that big thrust of air time, and it's just what you need on a morning to wake you up. Having a very good start to the day. 10:30, 2 of the major coasters done here at Alton Towers. I think we're gonna do really well today. Come on. Right there, and a lovely start to the morning here in Hex sector. I'm gonna head up this path, head to the towers, because inside we're going to see the secrets of the vault for the first time in quite a while for me, since before COVID. It's time to experience Hex. The legend of the towers, of course, closed for the whole of the season last year pretty much. It opened for Scarefest right at the end of the season, but closed for most of the year. Lots of big improvements, some mixed reviews of them. So I'm going to see for myself what it's just like. And of course, these are real, these towers, owned by the Talbot family at the time, and of course all the gardens as well. That's how the theme park started. We can't forget the heritage, of course, which is just beautiful around here. If we've got time later, I will head for a walk around the gardens. Of course, this is home to many of the scare mazes at Scarefest at Halloween here at Alton Towers. So unfortunately that does mean we can't walk round them anymore, but they do offer a heritage tour, which is lovely. So let's head on round here into the courtyard as we experience Hex. Beautiful, beautiful morning here in the Staffordshire countryside, looking down to the main entrance and Tower Street just there. So nice to be back, I tell ya. Right, let's get on some more rides. Honk. Well, there is the entrance to Hex, and unfortunately that door is closed. I'm hoping it does open at 11. I've seen a lot of people complaining about staggered starts recently, which is a shame. Some rides opening as late as 12 o'clock. On a park day 10 till 4. It's not very good, is it? But anyways, let's enjoy this fountain and we'll get back on Hex later. It shouldn't be down for any reason. So yeah, of course David Walliams Wild is just over towards there. You can see the top of the theatre, which is no longer in use. Burger Kitchen just there. And of course the Sky Ride as well, which is back open just behind those trees. Yeah, here we go. Hex, the legend of the towers, everybody. Hopefully get on that later. Of course it's a Vekoma Madhouse, which is offers you the sensation of, whilst you're swinging, it looks like you're going all the way upside down due to how the room spins. Right, okay, we're going to head into Dark Forest now then and have a ride on 13. Rita is closed at the moment, not to worry, we've got some maintenance on that. Of course there is the Sky Ride, which I believe opens a little bit later on this afternoon. Lots of work taking part on Rita. That looks promising actually. You might be able to get a ride on it. Just over there. Yeah, they're having a test. Looking good, looking good. Let's see if 13 is ready for us to ride. Fingers crossed. Fingers crossed. Anyways, a really fabulous start for us here at the resort. That's another area I'm being turned away from the Dark Forest. Not yet ready for riders. Unfortunately, 13 should be opening soon. Fingers crossed. I'm not sure when. Rita obviously is having that maintenance, so no worries about that one. That was on the website, so that's fine. But it would be nice, wouldn't it? It would be nice. I best get checking the app, see what's going on. But I know what I can rely on, and that's my good old friend, Wicker Man. Of course, the 2018 edition here at the resort. A wooden coaster from GCI. Brilliant. Let's get on it.
You'd have to go in quickly.
Just in the Wicker Man shop now, having a look at some of the merchandise. I must say, I believe Alton Towers merchandise game has really stepped up since they brought in Wicker Man. I mean, just look at some of the quality here, really good. The difference in products available as well. Had a fabulous ride just there on the 2018 GCI. Riding it really well. Honestly, it tricks me every time. It is so fast and it's unbelievable. Having a lovely day here at Alton Towers. Let's keep riding. Here we go. Be chosen. It's the Wicker Man here at Alton Towers. So some footage there of Alton Bear, obviously the character here at Alton Towers, the mascot if you'd like. Unfortunately, that's one of the only entertainment offerings available in the park this season, and especially until Scarefest, which is a real shame because last year we had loads of different events. We had Oktoberfest, we had all sorts of like Smiler takeovers and things like that. And unfortunately, Merlin as a whole are actually really downgrading their whole entertainment offering this year. A lot of people lost their job at the beginning of the year, which is a real shame. And like the whole stage system at the bottom of Tower Street, just over there, was a big like festival type stage just over the lake, and all that's been removed. And it's a real shame actually, because having some entertainment in the park makes people stay longer, makes people spend more money on retail, things like that. So it helps the park, and obviously it helps people enjoy their day more because they've got something else other than the rides and the gardens to enjoy. So yeah, it's a real shame, that one. But anyways, I'm having a great time, getting on lots of coasters. Nice to get back on Wicker Man, first time since 2020. So it was really nice to do so, riding really well, really fast, especially through the mist as well, through the tunnels. It really smacks you in the face, shall we say. But yeah, anyways, heading back across this lovely bridge here now and heading to Hex, as it is now open. So we shall go and uncover the secrets of the vault here at the Towers. We are inside Hex then, the legend of the Towers. We're ready to ride. I do love the ambience in the queue line, the smell as well. The smell pods all over here, quite musky, quite damp, it's lovely. All this theming, little bits like this really do help. And we're going to watch our first little pre-show just there. How the ride works is you watch 3 different pre-shows, one here, one main one, and then one in the Octagon room with different special effects and things like that. And then you go into the ride experience, which is of course that Vekoma Madhouse, which turns the room upside down. But of course you don't yourself, you only swing about 25 degrees either way. But yeah, here we go, let's go and uncover the vault. Unfortunately no cameras past this point, so I'll see you on the other side. Here. Well, I've just come off Hex and I must say it was fantastic, although some of the lighting upgrades make it look a little bit silly. That's all I'm going to say. A little bit too colourful, when Hex is quite a dark story. It's great, you know, it needs to be subdued, not crazy. Oh, I've got a goose next to me. Hello, goose. Honk, honk. There he is. And some ducks. You're not having my chocolate. I've got some chocolate. But anyways, I enjoyed Hex a lot. Always nice to get back on it. Always feels more forceful every time I do it. But apart from that, yeah, not the biggest fan of the lighting upgrades, but sound-wise looking great and sounding great. You can't look at sound, but I am. But yeah, just the lighting was a little bit colourful in places. Other places it worked really well. I like the sparks in one of the scenes. Like there's some good upgrades, but then others just need tweaking a little bit. But really good to get back on Hex, of course, inside the iconic Alton Towers. So we are back in the dark forest. There's Rita just there. It does have some staff riding that, so that says to me it's ready for riders. So I might just keep an eye on Rita if I can. I will get on it, but we are heading into 13 now, everybody. Of course, which is just underneath here. Oh yeah, of course, this used to be called Thunder Rock Rally. Rita is close, but there's a member of staff on the front of it, which is always a good sign. 13 is just down here. Really a little bit spooky in the dark forest. Believe it or not, this is my first time on 13. I do know what's in store in the ride, but a new experience for me, and so is Rita actually. Every time I've been before, 20 minutes for 13, it's not bad at all. Every time I've been before, I've always been unavailable or I've been too scared, but not today. 13 indeed. Right, here we go. 13 in dark forest here at Alton Towers. Also, a good thing is sensory levels just here. Started putting these in. Of course, dark spaces, red high. There you go. Smell. There's no smells in here as far as I'm aware. 20 minutes isn't too bad. Most of that's just walking through the queue. Tell ya. But yeah, I love the setting for this. This is obviously right towards the back of the park now. Kind of the boundary. It's over towards that way. Obviously the gardens are over there. But what an amazing setting this is. Here we go then, time for a ride on 13. I've just had my first ever ride on 13 then, and I thought it was fantastic. The first drop was had a lot more airtime than I thought it would. Obviously the surprise section in there as well was brilliant. The air cannons were fantastic. Silly me, decided to queue in the main queue when there was a single rider queue. But hey, you know, we live and learn. So I managed to join that towards the end, but you know, it could have saved me another 20 minutes. And the good news is, whilst I was in the queue for that, Rita did reopen as well. So I'm going to try and get on that later, but it was a 45-minute queue. I don't want that. But yeah, how beautiful is this? Lovely. Got all this as well. Look at all the heritage. I'm going to sit right there in that sunspot with the sundial. There he goes. Come on. Let's have some sarnies. Oh yes. The corkscrew fountain just behind me there. Now unfortunately none of the water is actually trickling down anywhere, so I think they must have blocked off their stream, because there's no water there and it's not trickling down the path like it usually is. I'm out of breath because I've just gone up a really steep set of stairs, and here we'll find the bear cave, so we can just see there. So way back in like the 18th century, the master of the house at the time, the owner, had a bear and kept it in there. Little fun fact for you. Right, this way to Forbidden Valley and Nemesis Reborn. That's our next stop. Come on, let's see how it rides this one. It should be okay. But honestly, if you've got time, come on down to the gardens. Oh, you're having a laugh? That's great. I was going to get the sky ride. I was going to get the sky ride to from Dark Forest, where I've just been on 13, to Nemesis. Oh no, it's closed. I thought, all right then, I'll walk through the gardens. Obviously, I'm glad I did now, but the wheels have just started turning again. It means it's probably going to be open. Never mind. It's okay, everyone. But yeah, anyways, right, Nemesis, B&M Classic, 1994. It opened here. Europe's first inverted coaster. Had that big retrack in 2023. So yeah, I'm excited for this one. Here we go then. Up these stairs to Forbidden Valley. Well, before we head on Nemesis Reborn, we might as well make use of the 5-minute walk on queue and go on Nemesis Subterra. Nemesis Reborn's little backstory, if you like. It's all about containing the eggs. Obviously Nemesis is this big monster and it contains all the eggs. Now this does feature some live actors and also a drop tower. If you've ever done the dungeons before, say London Dungeon, anything like that, and it's the same drop tower inside there. It's all themed around getting into a lift shaft and a research facility. Obviously they're trying to contain the Nemesis egg, otherwise ends up producing that beast over there. Right, I'll see you when I come up. It's time for Nemesis Reborn. 20-minute queue on this Monday in May. Let's get up this queue, see this theming, and have a thrilling time. Here we go. Nemesis Subterra just over there to the left. And the ride area just down there, look at that. To say I'm excited is an understatement. Beautiful. Obviously all retracked back in 2023, reopened at the start of last year. Of course, new theming, new details everywhere. Little Easter eggs in the queue line. Brilliant. Right, let's get on. Whilst I'm queuing as well, I might as well do a review of Nemesis Subterra then. I just feel like it's a lot of messing about for not a lot of action, you know what I mean? you stand up, well, you stand waiting for this thing, and then you go in and wait ages for the pre-show to load. Then you watch it on this television screen. One of them wasn't working, which made it look, you know, not immersive at all. Here's the top of the lift hill. Oh yeah. That's the only issue with this queue line, it's very steep. It's up a big hill. But yeah, anyways, we went in, went down a lift, fake lift, and then we went to see the Nemesis egg. And we needed to see it in its containment zone. The drop tower ride, a couple of effects in there. It was okay, but only one drop. Would have liked a couple more maybe. There's a lot of like air cannons going off, things like that. And then we literally was told to run out, you know, this big rush. Here's Nemesis. Here she is, look. Going up there. Lovely. Told to rush out, then we had to get the lift back up. I say the lift, it's all fake. It's all on one level apart from the actual drop. So yeah, anyways, let's have a look at this theming in here quickly. Fun fact as well, this piece of track there was mismeasured, so it didn't fit in the part it was supposed to be at. So they thought they'd keep it as theming. Lovely, oh she looks great. There we go. And then the lift ride was actually better. Well, it's not even a lift. The box that you stand in was better than the actual ride, I thought, because there was air going off, there was smoke, there was things on the floor, so that was better. But look, I'm glad I only queued 5 minutes for it, otherwise I would have been a bit disappointed. Wow, Nemesis Reborn then. Fantastic. That's all I can say about it. Just intense. I felt that's one ride today that come off going a bit like, woo. It was intense, and that's good. That's what we want. 4 inversions. The last one's just down in this tunnel, just down there. Honestly, it whips you around them corners. It was really smooth. The retracking has really worked. You know, and it's an absolute classic here at Alton Towers. Obviously, it celebrated its 30th birthday, you know, a couple of years ago, and then obviously it was starting to ride a little bit rough, and Alton Towers have spent millions on retracking everything to keep this classic going for even another 30, because it needs to. It's a really, really good ride. And new for 2025 is TOXICATOR. Had a ride on there just, and wow, I've come off feeling a little bit dizzy. That again is very intense. There's moments where you totally, you know, it's just in a frenzy. We had 6 flips in a row, which is a lot. You know, when it's all that weight and it's proper, it's really, really fast. But with the fountains, obviously, you know, you think, oh, I'm going to get soaked. The theme's really good. It fits so well with the rest of Forbidden Valley as well, and the whole Nemesis theme. I feel like Nemesis is really taking over in this area. Fortunately, Galactica just over there, obviously that's space age travel based ride. Obviously used to be air, and it became Galactica in 2016 with its VR, and then took the VR off, and it's just a flying coaster again now. It's not opened yet. They have been testing it, however. So fingers crossed, got my fingers crossed. But I'm going to head back down. towards Tower Street now, I think, and maybe get on Wicker Man again because it was riding really good. I think one of my favourites of the day, Wicker Man. But yeah, Forbidden Valley, get yourself here if you're fancying some thrills, that is for sure. Also, don't forget to check out the Bunker 94 with all the Nemesis, Toxicator, merchandise you could ever wish for. Alright? Yeah, brilliant. Honestly, Toxicator, really good addition for 2025, really strong, plus top spin. People wanted it back and they brought it back even better than before. It's been a while since I've been on one of these, but I am here on the Sky Ride, just coming into the Tower Street station. Here we go, look at that, glorious, the sun is coming out now, it's warming up, it's lovely. It was supposed to be 18 degrees today, so I'm glad it is warming up a little bit. But it's alright, I'll keep the jumper on, I'm repping the brand today, got me fancy, bit of sugar after being so dizzy. But yeah, I mean that's why I've come here. So yeah, I'm gonna just have a little chill on Tower Street and then do a couple of re-rides now. Done everything I wanted to do today, pretty much. So quite happy. Happy days. There we go. Yeah, here we go. We are back in the station. A lovely ride there on Spinball Whizzer. It does get very rough though. It depends whereabouts you are. Obviously it does spin once you go around the track. So depending how you hit that corner, whoo! I felt like I was a battering ram, I won't lie. But nonetheless, I still enjoyed it. Formerly known as Sonic Spinball, when Sonic was a big thing. Not really anymore, is it, apart from the movie. But I'm going to head to Wicker Man now, see what that queue's like there. Just kind of taking it easy now. Getting in as many rides as possible. I'm just sat at the bottom of Tower Street after a very, very amazing day here at the Alton Towers Resort. I've come in, obviously, just before rides open. I was straight on, probably about 4th or 5th ride in the Smiler queue this morning. I've had 2 rides on Smiler, 1 on Oblivion, 3 on Wicker Man this afternoon as well. I've been on 13 for the first time, which was fabulous. Quite unexpected, actually. Nemesis Reborn as well. Wow, how intense was that? Shame I couldn't get on Galactica. I didn't get a chance to get on Rita as well, but well done to the team for getting it open, to say it was under maintenance this morning. Not sure what's wrong with Galactica. They were testing it. It seemed to be running all right, but you know, clearly they're the experts. They know what's going on. But yeah, I've had a really pleasant day. Obviously, I really do recommend coming off peak. It's getting slightly busier now, just purely because of the weather. A couple of school trips started coming, so I feel like this is like the cut-off point, this kind of last Monday in May before the bank holiday. Yeah, I feel like it's really valuable to come on a peak, off peak, should I say. Obviously, if you want the atmosphere, then come on a peak. But yeah, I'm happy. 21 quid I paid today. I've got myself a little chocolate pot. It's a little tradition of mine, so marshmallows and chocolate. I'm going to go on a shopping spree down Tower Street now and then head off home. But yeah, Wicker Man, probably one of my highlights for today. Really good to get on Nemesis Reborn as well. That runs really smoothly, really well. But yeah, Wicker Man takes it for me today. On fire it was, literally. But yeah, running really, really well. To say it's, well, not 6 years. What's that? About 7 years now, yeah. 7 years old, and yeah, it's in its prime of its life, come on. But that all just leaves me to one thing to say. That was a mouthful, wasn't it? Thanks for watching. Hope you enjoyed, and we'll see you later from the fabulous Alton Towers Resort. See you soon, everyone.